Good morning, students. In the previous section, we learnt effect of friction. We learnt about what is meant by friction and what is meant by static friction. Table, trolley, wooden block, a string, hanger, and weight. That is our experiment in the previous section, previous class. Now we learnt about observing the variation of friction. Observing the variation of friction. See in our textbook, students. See in our textbook, page number 22. Page number 22. A boy tried to push the heavy wooden box. Here, boy tried to push the heavy wooden box. A boy applies some force on wooden box, but that wooden box, heavy wooden box, does not move. Again, the boy applied some more force on wooden box. So the boy increased the force on wooden box. The wooden box has a frictional force. That frictional force between wooden box and the surface also increases. So here also the box does not move. The box does not move. This frictional force is called, this frictional force of wooden box between wooden box and the surface is called static friction or standing friction. We apply the force, we applied force is increases, the frictional force also increases, the static friction also increases. So in the second case the box does not move. First, the boy applies some force on wooden box, that heavy wooden box does not move. Again, that boy applies some more force on wooden box. So that boy increases his force on wooden box, the frictional force also increases. Here, the frictional force of box is called static friction or standing friction between surface of floor and surface of heavy wooden box. In this third case, the boy apply more force than static friction or standing friction between wooden box and surface of force. Then the box will move. Okay, here look at the board here, students. Observing the variation of friction. Push the heavy box. The box does not move. Light force. The boy applied light force on the wooden box. The wooden box does not move because there is a frictional force between the surface of wooden box and the surface of floor. This is because frictional force which is equal and opposite to the applied force. Frictional force and applied force both are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So the heavy wooden box does not move. Okay, students. Again, push a heavy box. The box does not move because there is a frictional force which is equal, frictional force between the surface of wooden box and the surface of the floor. The frictional force and applied force by the boy. Applied force both are equal, so the wooden box does not move. In the second case, gradually increase the applied force by the boy. The frictional force also increases. Between the surface of wooden box and the surface of the floor. Okay, here also, so that static friction is a self-adjusting force or friction. Static friction or standing friction exist between surface of wooden box and surface on the floor. We gradually increase the applied force on wooden box and gradually increase the standing force or static friction or standing friction. In the second case also, the heavy wooden box does not move. Okay, here, so static friction, also called standing friction, is a self-adjusting force. It is also increases. but there is a limit to static friction. It has some limit to static friction. We apply the force more than this static friction or standing friction, the wooden box will move in the forward direction. Okay, here when the applied force is more than, students look at the board, when the applied force is more than the limit of static friction, every object, every body has some limit of static friction. We apply more than this, we apply the force more than this limit static friction or standing friction of the body, then the body will move in the forward direction. Okay, here when the applied force is more than the, by the body, applied force is more than the limit of static friction. Every body has some limit of static friction, some limit of static friction. Static friction of the body or box start to move. When the box start to move, we apply the force. We apply the force more than the static friction or standing friction. Then the heavy wooden box will move. Will move here. Look at this box. Look at this box. This is applied force. Applied force is more than this is the frictional force. Applied force is more than the frictional force. Okay. Is observing the variation of friction. If we increase the applied force on object, any object or any body, the frictional force also increases. We apply the force more than the static friction or standing friction on the body or object, then the body or object will move. Okay, students. Next one, effect of roughness on frictional surface. Effect of roughness on frictional surface. If roughness of surface increases, if roughness of surfaces increases, the frictional force also increases. If roughness of surfaces or a smooth surface, marble surface, glass surface, water surface, oil surface, has a less friction, low friction, frictionless, these are frictionless surfaces. Ice surface, oil surface, water surface, marble surface, glass surface, ice surface, these are very low frictional surfaces. Frictionless surface, ice is a frictionless surface. If roughness, like for example, tar road, metal road, these are examples of rough surfaces. Rough surfaces has more frictional force, or rough surfaces exerts more frictional force than the smoother surfaces. If rough surfaces increases, the frictional force also increases. If frictional force increases, the static force or standing force also increases. Here look at the board. Many surfaces look like perfect planes. Plane surfaces. In the plane surfaces, some surfaces are rough surfaces and some surfaces are smoother surfaces. Rough surfaces has more frictional force than smoother surfaces. Here many surfaces look like perfect planes. There exist many ups and downs in rough surfaces. Example, metal road. These ups and downs on them means on the surfaces are called irregularities of the surface. Ups and downs. That surface is called rough surface. That rough surface exists more frictional force. Okay. Here once again many surfaces look like a perfect plane. In this perfect plane, some surfaces are rough surfaces and some surfaces smoother surfaces. Examples of smoother surfaces: oil surface, water surface, and marble surfaces and ice, surface of ice. These are smoother surfaces. There is no friction on the surface of ice. Okay. There exist many ups and downs in that plane surfaces. Some surfaces exist many ups and downs, rough surface. These ups and downs on them, on the surfaces, are called irregularities. Irregularities. Examine the bicycle tire, car tire, bus tire. We will see that irregularities on the surface of tires, ups and downs, on the some surface of shoes and some surface of chappals. The irregularities, ups and downs. That ups and downs produces more friction. That is the rough surfaces. On the bottom of the surface of shoe, surface of chappal, surface of some metal roads. Okay. Next one. Irregularities, ups and downs. Irregularities, ups and downs, and two surfaces. Two surfaces means here one surface of road or one surface of floor, and another one is surface of body. Another one is surface of body. Here irregularities and two surfaces. Two surfaces means one is the surface of body or object, and the other one is surface of floor. Either smoother surface or rough surface. Okay, irregularities and two surfaces lock into one another. One surface into another surfaces. One another. There exists a frictional force. If rough surface exists more frictional force than smoother surfaces. We have to apply a force. To overcome interlocking. Interlocking means lock into one surface into another surface. The tire of a car or bus interlock with the road. Both are two surfaces. One surface and these two surfaces are interlocked. So there exists a frictional force. Okay, here we have to apply a force. To overcome this interlocking. On rough surfaces, there exists a large number of irregularities. We examine any rough surfaces. We examine the large number of irregularities, ups and downs. That surface contain ups and downs, produce or exists more frictional force. Okay, next one. So force of friction is greater if rough surface is involved. If rough surfaces exits more frictional force. Okay, students, again, a force of friction is greater, more, if rough surface is involved. Okay, another one is effect of area of contact and frictional force. Effect of area of contact and frictional force. For example, students, you will see the page number textbook. You will see the textbook page number 24. Page number 24. Here, this is the one wooden block. Page number 24. This is one wooden block. Apply some force with help of spring balance. We apply some force with help of spring balance on a wooden box. This wooden box lies on the floor in a horizontal direction. See page number 24, first diagram. Page number 24, first diagram. We apply some force with help of spring balance on wooden box. That wooden box lies horizontal direction on the surface or floor. Okay, the same amount of force is applied on the another wooden block. Same wooden block, but this wooden block lies vertically on the surface. Same wooden block lies vertically. In first case, wooden block lies horizontal on the surface. In the second case, the same wooden block lies on the vertical direction on the floor. We apply same force, same amount of force on both these wooden blocks. Same amount of force both these wooden blocks. Okay, the frictional force is same. The frictional force also same between the horizontal direction and vertical direction of wooden blocks. Here we conclude the frictional force is independent. In the first case, wooden blocks occupy more space, more area. In the second case, this vertical direction wooden blocks occupy less area, small area. We apply same amount of force on both these wooden blocks. So the frictional force also same between these two wooden blocks. So we conclude the frictional force is a constant force or independent. The frictional force is independent of area of contact of the body. The frictional force is independent of area of contact of body. First block has occupied more area. Second block wooden block occupy small area. But frictional force is the same. So we conclude the frictional force is independent of area of contact. Okay, students, now look at the board. Here, effect of area of contact on frictional force. Effect of area of contact on frictional force. First one, the frictional force appears. To be the same in both cases. Horizontal wooden box and the vertical direction wooden box. Okay, students. First one, the frictional force appears to be the same between horizontal wooden box and the vertical wooden box. Both are same in both cases, irrespective of area of contact of surfaces. Okay, students. Another one. So the frictional force is independent of the area of the contact. The frictional force is independent of the area of the contact. Okay, students. Once again, look at the board. Here, observing the variation of friction, push a heavy wooden box. The box does not move because there is a frictional force exists, which is this frictional force is equal and opposite to the applied force on the box. So the wooden box does not move. Okay. Next, gradually increase the applied force. The frictional force also increases. Both are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. The wooden box does not move. Okay. Here exists some static friction or standing friction. Every object has some limit of static friction or standing friction. We apply the force more than that limit of static friction or standing friction, then that body will move. Okay, here gradually increase the applied force, the frictional force also increases. So the static friction, every body has a static friction, is a self-adjusting force. But there is a limit to the static friction. Every body has some limit of static friction. So when the applied force is more than the limit of static friction, the body or box or object start to move. Another one, effect of roughness on frictional surfaces. Many surfaces look like perfect planes. Chotaki perfect planes la untai, but some surfaces exist produce more frictional force ni. Okay, many surfaces look like perfect planes. There exist many ups and downs. These ups and downs on the surfaces or on them are called irregularities up and down. Okay, irregularities on two surfaces means surface of tile, surface of road, both are interlocked. Two surfaces lock into one another. We have to apply a force to overcome this interlocking force. to overcome the interlocking force. So we have to apply a force to overcome interlocking force. Interlocking on rough surfaces, there exists a large number of irregularities. On rough surfaces, there exists a large number of ups and downs. Large number of ups and downs. Gatukulu road antare adi gatukulu road, metal road, rubbish road antam mana bhashalo adi. Okay, to overcome interlocking on rough surfaces, there exists a large number of irregularities. So force of friction is greater, is more. If rough surface is involved, rough surface has more friction, exists more friction on the body. Okay, effect of area of contact and frictional force. Effect of area of contact on frictional force. Here, the frictional force appears to be the same in both cases. Horizontal wooden block and vertical direction wooden block. We apply same amount of force. We apply same amount of force on both these wooden blocks. The frictional force also same between these two wooden blocks. So we conclude the frictional force is independent of area of contact. Horizontal wooden block occupy more area than vertical wooden block, vertical direction wooden block. Okay, here the frictional force appears to be the same in both cases irrespective of area of contact of surface. Independent. So the frictional force is independent of the area of contact. Okay, students, we will meet in the next class. Effect of normal force and the necessity of frictional force. Discuss in the next class. Okay.